Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7fm.com. Here is the Z107.7 local news for Thursday, February 6th, 2025. Almost every single one of the Morongo Basin's emergency response agencies will be participating in what they are calling a mass casualty incident drill inside of Joshua Tree National Park over several days next week. The drill will simulate an event in which dozens of civilians are injured or killed in a remote section of the national park and allow first responders across local, county, state, and federal agencies an opportunity to practice coordinating in immediate response to a potential disaster. Participating agencies include the National Park Service, the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department, CHP, fire departments from the state, Marine Corps in San Bernardino and Riverside counties, the Desert Care Network, Morongo Basin Ambulance, and Mercy Air. San Bernardino County Fire Public Information Officer Eric Sherwin spoke with Z107.7 about next week's events, describing what locals can expect and the importance of the drill.
So this drill is going to take place on Monday, February 10th, again on Wednesday the 12th, and our third day where we're repeating the same scenario will be on Saturday the 15th. There will be a lot of emergency equipment moving into the national park. You're going to see fire engines, you're going to see ambulances, heavy rescue units, helicopters. This is a simulation, it's a drill. We will be talking on the radio. One of the challenges of the drill is going to be what radio, what channel are these units going to choose to work on. This drill is expected to take 4 hours. We can't preface every transmission with, "This is a drill." At the beginning, that announcement will be made over that channel. After that, everything will be conducted in real time as if it were a real world exercise. This is an exciting opportunity, and I can speak on behalf of County Fire. All of our crews do 2 hours of training every day. We also have monthly training, we have quarterly training. This would fall under the quarterly training type of drill, where the complexity and the assets assigned really take a lot of planning. And again, we recognize out here, especially in the national park, it's a cooperative effort, and it really does take multiple agencies to successfully mitigate the incident that we are creating. So it's a good learning opportunity. It prepares everybody to work well together to ultimately save lives and treat the injured.
The event will occur inside Joshua Tree National Park next week, Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday, from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Stay tuned to Z107.7 for more information about this multi-agency mass casualty incident drill. Last night, the Morongo Valley Community Services District Board of Directors held a special meeting in Covington Park's Mesquite Room to discuss fire apparatus repairs and tree removal in the park. Reporter Gabriel Hart was in attendance and has this recap for us today.
While it was recommended the board discuss, review, and approve the repairs for Fire Department's Medic Engine 461, the board decided to table the item until the next regular meeting, when they would have more information on the specific repair quote and a better idea if they would be able to move money around within the district budget. With the diagnostics inconclusive, the bill to merely get the engine from the mechanic is speculated to be around $12,000, and Chief McKechnie voiced concern whether the apparatus is worth keeping on the front line or whether it should be demoted to a reserve unit. For the department's Water Tender 461, Chief McKechnie reported that its problem is a fuel issue, and repairs were approved by the board for an amount not to exceed $1,000, likely to be done in-house. For tree removal in Covington Park, it was recommended the board discuss, review, and approve the removal with a budget not to exceed $500. However, Park Commissioner Hayden suggested that even with the donations of a tractor from KK Rents and 4 roll-off boxes from Burtec, the amount would be considerably more expensive at $62.04 per organic ton, which would fall solely on the district. The board discussed the opportunity for the community to pick up sawed segments of the fallen trees as firewood. In the meantime, the board approved a $1,500 budget for the tree's complete removal. The next regular MVCSD meeting will be on Wednesday, February 19th at 6 p.m. in Covington Park's multipurpose room. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Gabriel Hart.
At yesterday's meeting of the Joshua Basin Water District, an effort to fill some vacant seats on the Citizens Advisory Council dredged up some bitter feelings from a long-standing feud. Reporter Mike Lipsitz is here with details.
The water agency that serves Joshua Tree last night interviewed 2 candidates to fill that many open seats on the Citizens Advisory Council. Candidate 1, Krista Wysong, active with the Copper Mountain Mesa Community Association and the Mill Tree Community Garden, easily won board approval. Candidate 2, Glenn Harris, is Morongo Basin's field rep for 3rd District County Supervisor Don Rao, and previously sat on the Citizens Advisory Council. Despite efforts from Board President Tom Flowen, who suggested the best work for the district could be accomplished even when there are differences of opinion, Harris fell short of enough votes to retake the seat on the council. Directors Jane Jarlsberg, David Fick, and Tom Short opposed Harris' appointment. President Flowen voted in favor, and Vice President Stacy Doolittle was away with an excused absence. Reporting for Z107.7 News, this is Mike Lipsitz.
The community activist group, Morongo Valley Residents Against the Tower, who are organizing against the development of a communications tower in Morongo Valley, will be holding a public meeting at 6 p.m. today at the Covington Park Community Center on Vale Drive. Reporter Gabriel Hart rejoins us with the meeting's agenda, along with a brief history of the proposed tower and resident opposition to its development.
Since 2022, the developers at Interconnect Towers LLC have been facing large opposition from Morongo Valley residents, who have organized along with Morongo Valley CSD's official resolution to stop the communications tower, recommending that BLM deny the grant of right-of-way by the applicant. According to the Morongo Valley Residents Against the Tower, the most recent environmental assessment reports that the proposed communication tower will reduce property values in Morongo Valley by 20%. The Morongo Valley CSD recently submitted comments expressing their concern the tower will have on their ability to fund and maintain local fire department services for the community. Other issues cited by the tower opposition group include disruption of wildlife, obstruction of scenic views, and the setting of future precedent for other developers to exploit the land in Morongo Valley. The group has since acquired 560 signatures on a petition opposing the tower, aiming to reach the goal of 1,000 signatures. For the meeting's agenda on February 6th, organizers said, quote, "The purpose of the meeting is to keep residents up to date on where the proposed project is in the review process and what we can do to continue to keep up the fight against the tower while we wait for a decision. There will be a short presentation to discuss some updates that have come to light in recent months, as well as a Q&A session and, of course, petition signing. We invite anyone who is interested in defeating the proposed tower to attend," unquote. For more information on Morongo Residents Against the Tower and a link for the petition, please visit this story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Gabriel Hart.
Unleash your inner artist. Paint Night returns to the Lucky Park Activity Center next week. The 29 Palms Parks and Recreation Department's 3rd annual Paint Night is happening next Thursday, February 13th, but they want you to register now. After the success of last year's event, they're thrilled to welcome back local artist Stephanie Whitfield, who will guide participants through a laid-back, step-by-step painting experience. It's a 21 and up event, so BYOB is allowed, and tickets are $25, which includes food, drinks, and all supplies. You can register at a link in this story at Z107.7fm.com. Theater 29 is hosting a 6-week class on the skills of directing for the stage with award-winning director and producer Miri Hunter. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas breaks out the megaphone for this story.
Have you ever wondered what it would be like to create a live performance from the director's chair? Join award-winning theater director Mary Hunter, a member of the Dramatists Guild, Stage Directors and Choreographers Guild, SAG-AFTRA, and ASCAP, for the 6-week class on directing for the stage beginning February 16th at Theater 29. The course is open to beginner to advanced director levels, as well as actors, stage managers, designers, and those with a curious mind. Each of the classes will focus on a specific aspect of stage directing. Topics include working with actors, collaborating with designers, how to make the director's vision of the world of the play come to life, embracing the empty space, and who or what is a dramaturge. Each participant will have an opportunity to gain practical experience by directing a scene. The 6-week workshop ends with a directing showcase on March 30th, which will be included as part of the 2025 Desert Fringe. Details and registration are available now at theater29.org. Reporting for Z107.7, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
And finally, 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men experience at least one form of domestic violence from an intimate partner during adulthood. Morongo Basin Unity Home provides shelter and services for victims and a 24-hour emergency hotline. On this Friday's Z107.7 Up Close show, Unity Home Executive Director Susanna Barnett and Board President Justin Marino will talk to host Gary Daigneault about the programs and long local history of the nonprofit. Learn about Unity Home on the Z107.7 Up Close show live this Friday at 10 a.m. Available as a podcast at our website, Z107.7fm.com, later in the day. That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear about news happening, let us know. Email us at tips@Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm News Director Jeff Harmatz.